What is true today in the year 2025? And perhaps what are the truths that the mainstream world, the mainstream media, traditional investors, politicians, people that are just getting familiar with Bitcoin, with digital assets, what is it they don't know that seems very, very clear?
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Michael Saylor covers why Bitcoin's price may skyrocket and why many miss the broader picture. Let's dive in to uncover these secrets.
Bitcoin's an ideology. Freedom versus slavery, innovation versus stagnation, sovereignty versus dependency, property versus poverty. It's a very powerful ideology. It's spreading the entire world, and there would be no Bitcoin without the ideology. It's capitalism versus socialism. It's the individual versus the collective. It pops up throughout human history. We see these themes for the last thousands and thousands of years. You see these themes in the writings of the Austrian economists. You see these themes in the writings of Voltaire and the intellectuals of the 19th, the 18th, the 17th century. You even see these themes in the Constitution of the United States. The founding fathers had this ideology, and you'll see it echoing throughout Bitcoin. The second truth of Bitcoin is protocol. Satoshi created a protocol based on that ideology. The 21 million coins, the block sizes, the 10-minute centers, the SHA-256 hashing. It was an integrated protocol. It's not the only way you could have done it, you know. You could have base 10 math, but you could have base 2 math. You could have English as a protocol, but there's also French as a protocol. Bitcoin's a protocol for prosperity. It's a protocol for economic success and economic empowerment. And that protocol lives on in the software. Oftentimes people say, well, what about this quantum thing, or what about that technology thing? And the point that I make to them is that English language is a protocol. If you have to upgrade the software, you'll probably upgrade the software, keep the language. Base 10 math is a protocol. If you have to upgrade the software, rebuild the computer, you'll probably keep the base 10 math. Bitcoin is protocol. You may change the hardware, you may change the software, you may change the nodes. The protocol is simple. A bunch of intelligent people everywhere in the world would like to keep their money forever. Once $1 trillion worth of money flows into that network, they'll be looking to figure out how to keep it. And then when it's 10 trillion or 100 trillion or 500 trillion, you'll have a bunch of people speaking a language of economics, a monetary language. That is the Bitcoin protocol. Truth number 3, Bitcoin's an asset. One of those 21 million coins pops out. A lot of people just focus on the asset. They forget the ideology. They don't really notice the protocol. They think, do I have a Bitcoin or not? What kind of asset? It's the apex asset. It's better than cheese. It's better than palladium. It's better than gold. It's better than silver or copper or land or goats or cattle or lumber or pieces of paper that we call currency. Bitcoin is the asset, right? It is the asset based upon the ideology and the protocol that results in the greatest monetary premium in the world.
Bitcoin's long-term holders are standing strong despite the recent market volatility. While short-term investors are facing losses and capitulating, these dedicated holders continue to hold onto their positions, suggesting a deep-rooted conviction in Bitcoin's future. Recent data from CryptoPoint shows minimal selling pressure from long-term holders, which points to a structural demand that may outpace supply. This behavior indicates that smart money is not exiting, but rather positioning for the next upward move. The market's current state reveals an intriguing contrast. With Bitcoin down over 14% in the past month in prices, fluctuating since reaching $109,000, the steadfastness of long-term holders provides a glimmer of hope. Their confidence hints at a potential price breakout, as reduced sell-side activity and decreased funds on exchanges signal that demand might soon drive Bitcoin higher, even if short-term trends appear uncertain. This enduring trust fuels optimism that Bitcoin will surge with strong upward momentum.
Truth number 4, it's not just an asset. Bitcoin's a network. Bitcoin is not just a network, it's the network. It's the most powerful computer network in the world. It's a global network. Without the network, you can't have the asset. The asset is stored in the network. The network is a manifestation of the protocol. The network creates decentralization, that's true, but it also creates fault tolerance, mission criticality, redundancy, and all of the other technical, economic, and ethical qualities of the asset and of the movement. An ideology that spawned a protocol resulting in an asset that circulates on a network. That would be a simple articulation of what Bitcoin is. It's a truth. I would hazard to guess that the great majority of people watching the price of Bitcoin don't think about all 4 of those things. And they don't think about this as much as they should. Bitcoin is immaculate. Truth number 5. It was spawned by the Immaculate Conception. A nameless, faceless programmer gave it as a gift to the world. How do you create an immaculate thing? It's a God-given thing. It's a natural thing. We've had it since the beginning of time. No one took beneficial claim to it. No one asserts control over it. No one expects to cash in on it. The Immaculate Conception is an extraordinarily important thing to the network. That, combined with truth number 6, Bitcoin is ethical. What makes something ethical? What makes it ethical is you can take title to it, you own it, no one can debase it, no one can take it from you, no one can corrupt it, no one can control it. It's a thing of natural beauty. No country will ever trust anything that another country can debase or control. No company will ever trust anything another company owns or controls. No person will ever trust anything controlled by another person. In order to reach this great plateau of ethical, it has to be beyond the corrupting influence of any human, any man-made institution, any organization of people in the world. The Immaculate Conception was a necessary condition, but the engineering brilliance of Bitcoin was another condition. Right? Bitcoin's a perfect machine made of imperfect components. That's the brilliance of the engineering. Can you make something that can a human being make something that other humans can't corrupt? Bitcoin's ethical.
Bitcoin is showing signs of building momentum as it recently touched the bottom level defined by Bollinger Bands. This technical indicator is more than a simple tool. It adapts dynamically to price fluctuations, creating flexible boundaries that reveal much about market behavior. The middle band, which acts as a moving average, serves as a gravitational force that holds prices in check, while the outer bands expand and contract in response to volatility. For the second week in a row, Bitcoin has bounced off the lower Bollinger Band without breaking through it. This repeated action is not a random occurrence. It indicates that the market has found a temporary floor where selling pressure diminishes and buyers begin to step in. If this pattern continues, the next level to watch is the middle band, currently positioned around $94,300, roughly 11.25% above the present price. Weekly candles move slowly, and their signals tend to develop over weeks rather than days, so immediate action is unlikely. Instead, these observations offer a midterm glimpse into a potential bull run. The stability shown at the lower Bollinger Band may be setting the stage for a gradual upward move. Investors who pay attention to these patterns see a strong foundation forming for future price expansions. As Bitcoin builds this base, it could be paving the way for significant gains in the weeks ahead. Patience and careful observation might soon reward those who recognize the early signs of a market rebound and prepare for the next phase of growth. Market participants remain optimistic as Bitcoin's current stability could signal the beginning of a sustained bull run that reshapes trends. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.